Hello guys, and welcome to another live stream. Today I'm making a picture of Moon Knight. Pretty cool picture. I'm a little bit sick, so we'll see how far I get. But yeah, I really wanted to stream. It's been a long time, so yeah, let me put on some music. sorry, Moon Knight. I know it's like Moon Knight, but it does just look like a guy holding a banana. To me, anyway. Cool picture, though. Starting to look like something. Have you guys seen the show, Moon Knight? Pretty cool show, actually. I believe the show is on Disney, if you want to check it out. superhero. Now it looks like an owl. I think it's gonna look cool when it's done. So, Moon Knight is a character from the Marvel universe. Like Egyptian power. A cool show to check out if you're waiting for like the next Avengers or anything. Check out Moon Knight. You're gonna like it, I think. Like, I'm really looking forward to like all the new superhero movies that's coming up. Especially Thunderbolt. It's not long now until it's coming out in cinema. And we are gonna make some pictures from Thunderbolt as well. Yeah, the glue came off a little bit here, so it's just hard for me to work on it when that happens. But yeah, I think I'll have to do this one a little bit in the dark. That's a shame. That's what happens sometimes. I think it's fine. Hello, Raja, or Raya. So this is called scroll sawing. So it's basically pictures made in wood. Hello, Splashby. Wow, that looks really cool. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. Soon gonna have a giveaway. Gonna give away a picture of Deadpool, which we made live on stream. It's a really funny picture. So yeah, this is gonna be picture number 89 that we made on stream. So when we make picture number 100, we're gonna give away one picture. So we're getting close now. so it's starting to look like something. It's a man with a banana. No. Every time I see this picture I'm thinking, oh, it's a banana. But no, I guess it's his superpower. I'm also looking into doing some more scary pictures. Thinking like I've been looking into like Friday the 13th and you know, like the Halloween, the Michael Myers stuff. You know, starting doing stuff like that. I was gonna wait until October with doing scary stuff, but it's such a long way to wait. You know, it's a long time to wait. So it's just like, let's just do it if it's what we want to do. And people have been asking for it, so, you know, let's go ahead and start doing some scary stuff, but also combine it so we can do, you know, more cute stuff, you know, like Disney and stuff. By the way, I'm from Norway, so if my English isn't like perfect, that's why. Yep. If you have any questions for me, just leave it in the comment section and I'll try to answer them. So I really want to talk a little bit today instead of just putting on music, you know. I would like to interact a little bit more with you guys today and, you know, try to explain a little bit more what I'm doing, and if anyone have any questions about what I'm doing, you know. So yeah, the material that we're working with is MDF, the wood. So yeah, it's fairly cheap wood, but that also means that I can bring down the prices when I sell them. Is this aluminium? No, it is not. And we're not gonna do aluminium until I fixed my scroll saw, and it's still not fixed because I got sick when I was gonna fix it. So yeah, it's still in the plans to get it fixed, and I'm sorry for delaying it forever. But that's just real life getting in the way. So yeah, but usually I've made a couple of pictures in aluminium as well, but that is a whole different deal. It's not something I'm comfortable. Still, I made like 4 pictures on stream in aluminium. It's a more dangerous process and everything, but we are gonna do it, but just not now. I have a professional scroll saw. This is an Axminster. So yeah, it's one of the high-end types. Not expensive. No, it's a fairly expensive saw, but I'm very happy with it. And this is my main hobby, so I do this almost every day, and I think this is a lot of fun. So that's why. Yeah, here we have the picture. Moon nights. Moon Knight is actually one of this picture has been requested by you guys to make on stream. So this is one of the reasons why I'm making it. You guys wanted this. If you do have any suggestions of other superheroes, movie characters that I should make, then let me know. Looks amazing. Thank you, Mega Farmer Lucas. I appreciate it. So yeah, I've been scroll sawing for over 3 years now. So I'm starting to know what I'm doing. So we're gonna try to sell some pictures soon. 10th of May. That's when I'm gonna try to sell a couple of these pictures. It's gonna be very, very interesting. So a picture like this usually take about 1 hour to make, sometimes 2 hours, and sometimes 3 hours. Sell them where? Well, I only sell pictures locally at the moment. So I'm gonna sell them in Norway. Hopefully in the future I could justify selling them online, but at the moment I only sell them locally in Norway. I only do this on a hobby base, you know, I don't have like a company or anything. I only do this for fun, so yeah. I've said it a couple of times before, but if you really want to get into scroll sawing and you want to make money from this, then making puzzles is really what you want to be doing. Like pictures like this, I don't know if it's a good business. I don't think it's... I mean, it all depends what type of people you meet, of course. But puzzles are always fun for, you know, families. So that's always a good idea. And everyone can really get into scroll sawing. It's, I mean, of course I have a professional saw, so it's a lot easier for me to change blades and stuff. But anyone can really get into scroll sawing. There are expensive, I mean, cheaper saws out there also. So I would recommend people trying it out. It's a fun hobby, and it's not the most dangerous thing to work with, because the blades are so thin. So, I mean, of course you can cut yourself, but the damage is minimal compared to a lot of other things, you know. yeah. It's really gonna, you're not really gonna see the whole full picture, I think, until we get rid of this. So that's when it's really going to be cool. Okay, we're like halfway or something. Please follow me on Instagram if you guys have Instagram. I'm trying to, you know, get more people to check it out. It's only a very small amount of people who follow me there, and I do upload everything, all the pictures there. So it's a good place if you're interested in how the pictures ends up looking at the end. Tiny blade or not, I'm sure I could cut my own fingers off. My clumsiness has no limits. Oh man. Well, I don't know. I have faith in you. I think you can do it. You know, start easy. It's you don't have to start with anything complicated. You know, I can show you the first thing I ever made, because I kept it. This is the first thing I ever made on a scroll saw. And I made it on a cheap scroll saw. And what it is, or what this was meant to be, is a phone holder. So you put your phone like this. You know, I thought it would be funny to make stuff like this. So yeah, this is it's not the best thing I've ever made, but you know, this kind of stuff is easy to make. You guys can probably hear that the saw is starting to get a little bit louder, and that's because I soon have to change the blade. Just you have to put more pressure on the blade and everything, you know, it kind of speaks for itself. I'm just gonna put this up a little bit because I feel like I'm sitting like this when I'm talking to you guys, and I don't know if it bothers you that the text is above the picture or whatever. Let me know if you think I should like put it differently or whatever. By the way, this is my minion. Oh shit! My power went off! What the fuck? I'm literally in the dark. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Well, that's entertaining. That's entertainment, isn't it? Power, losing power live. Have you seen that before? Yeah. This scroll saw right here, this needs to be fixed. He's drawing too much power or something. I'm not sure. That's not good. No. So yeah. Let's try again. I'm just thinking, am I using anything that I don't need to be using? I don't think so. Well, if we lose it again, then you guys are going to experience it. So far, so good. You see, that would have been the moment where I would have cut my finger. Well, usually that doesn't happen with a scroll saw. It's an ongoing problem that I've been having with my scroll saw. So it's and every time it's like, okay, I'm gonna fix it, I get sick or something comes up. So next week I'm gonna be an asshole to the people I bought it from and be like, come on, now we gotta fix it, because I go crazy and I lose power when I stream. I think I need to make a clip out of that. Would that be funny? If I make a short out of losing power? I think we need to do that. Yeah, it's been too long. Yeah, but I mean, it took like a month to get, parts from England, from Axminster. And they told me they were going to call me, but they never called me. So then when I called them, I was like, okay, we're going to do it. When we're going to do it, then and then it was Easter, and excuses on my end and on their end. So yeah. Starting to look like something. Do you guys want me to put some music on, or do you want me to talk? I mean, I could do both, but... If I put music on, I'll be able to work a lot faster. But I don't know. It's too bad Boomer isn't here today. I think he requested this picture. I gotta go duty calls. Just want to say I enjoyed the stream. Liked and subscribed. Thank you so much, Stormtrooper. I have a funny picture you would like, which is called Storm Pooper. You should check that one out. Oh, and we did a lot of pictures from Star Wars as well.
every dime. AI cuts deep, slaying them in time. New era dawns, algorithms climb. Free the people's voice, let the future rhyme. Gatekeepers cut it, power slips away. Digital revolution, taking down decay. Future in the hands of code all the way. Time for real talent, watch them fade to gray.
Bye-bye, Nanny.
Press the button, stop the chatter. Let's see what really matters. Turn this world into nuclear batter. Erase the world you shattered. Hungry politicians lying, empty promises they sell. Tired of all this time wasting. Let's bid this world farewell. Push the control, let it ignite. End this eternal fight. Tired of living in fright. Change day into night. Press the button, stop the chatter. Let's see what really matters. Turn this world into glowing batter. Erase the world you shattered. Don't threaten it anymore, just do it. Fear spreads faster than the news. Stop with the games, let's light the fuse. No more skirting around the edges. Dance among the smoky hedges. Don't threaten it anymore, just do it. We dare any of you.
I'm not 60! But thank you.
banana.
still here.
breaking free somehow. Screen splashing the rain, memories we can't explain. Your silhouette against the moon, summer nights end too soon. Digital dreams, in neon light, racing through the city. Tonight, nothing can stop us now. We're breaking free somehow. Digital dreams, digital dreams. Chroming glass touch the sky, future worlds before our eyes. Every moment crystal clear, tomorrow's already here. Digital dreams, neon light, racing through the city. Tonight, nothing can stop us now. We're breaking free somehow.
Okay, guys, done with more pictures. Thank you so much, Mega Farmer Lucas. Thank you, Splash B. Nenny, thank you. Hello, Samuel. Congratulations. What's the next stream? Okay, let's talk about it first. So today we finished this one. Turned out cool. Very happy with it. Moon Knight, really cool show you should check out on, I believe it's on Disney, if you're interested in like Marvel, superheroes and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool show, absolutely recommend it. So that's why I made it, because someone suggested it, and then I went on this, okay, I'm gonna check out the show, and I got hooked on it, so that's why I had to make this one. So yeah, Moon Knight. And then because I've been thinking about, you know, oiling the pictures and stuff like that, we did not oil this one. That's why I oiled this one now, because well, I think it looks better oiled. So yeah, the next stream, I have a couple of ideas for future projects now, so which we're gonna run through and look at. So I'm starting with like the simple ones, because I do have a couple simple ones and I have a lot more complicated ones. So this is what's it called again? Blanca, or from Street Fighter. If anyone has ever played that, I played this game a lot when I was younger, so I wanted to make a picture of Blanca. It's like one of those, okay, if it doesn't sell, then I could, you know, keep it on my wall type thing. So this is more for me than for anyone else. We also have, of course, Yelena Boldova or something like that, which is the main character from the upcoming movie, what is it, Thunderbolts. So yeah, we're gonna do a couple of pictures from Thunderbolts, the upcoming movie. I'm very excited for it, and I believe the reviews that it's getting is fairly good, so that's good. We do have another Spider-Man that we're gonna eventually do. I believe it's Miles. We have the Hulk, which we are going to do at some point. And I got two new ones. This one I made from scratch, or the stencil. So this is Donatello. We missed one picture of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So this is the one that we're missing, Donatello. So this one I need to be making at some point, because I feel like it's incomplete with just doing 3 of them. So yeah, we're gonna finish it off with the last one, Donatello. And then I have to do the Red Guardian from again from Thunderbolts. A pretty funny character. So yeah, I think this one is funny. If anyone knows of the character, then yeah, I think we should do that. So those are the pictures that we have lined up. I might make you know, more stencils and or come up with other ones that I do instead of those, but those are the ones that I have lined up now. And I'm working on like some scary ones, which we talked about at the end of another stream. So I'm thinking maybe Michael Myers from Halloween. I'm thinking Friday the 13th, Jason. You know, more in the line, that sort of line, because there are cool stencils already existing. So it would be easier for me to like, oh wow, that's a really cool picture, let's just do that one, instead of me using a lot of time building something from the ground up. You know, so yeah. But I'm not entirely sure when I'm gonna do the next stream. I'm going to call tomorrow and see about the saw. I'm sorry for saying it so many times, but yeah, it's just been unlucky in that way, you know. So yeah, thank you for keep supporting, you guys. We are growing the channel little by little, and it's a lot of fun, and we have a lot of cool projects coming. But it's also a little bit hard for me at the moment to combine sort of real life with streaming. I think everyone is at that point where, you know, the weather are getting better and you want to stay more outside and do more, you know, do more of that really. So I'm trying to combine it with my real life as much as possible. I'm also working on my education next to this, so so that's why sometimes I'm not, you know, I'm not able to stream every day or as much as I've been able to. But we're still gonna do streams. I'm still gonna make shorts for you, trying to do that at least the days when I'm not streaming. So probably gonna do a funny short now about the whole losing power on stream, something funny like that. So yeah, thank you guys for supporting and subscribing and following everything I do, and I'll see you in the next stream. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. We'll see when I'll do it. But yeah, have fun, guys. See you next time.